Or diabetes.
I never drink these things, so like, yeah, I had 2 today.
They make them sugar free.
I know.
You're fine. Drink
Green
whatever.
tea.
And half of the sugar-free stuff is worse than the actual sugar.
You're sugar free.
Yeah, when you're diabetic, you don't.
I think so.
No, I know. I get that. But a lot of the
Did you
sugar-free
say
supplements that they put in there,
low
whatever.
carb?
Oh yeah, the
That
aspartame.
that stuff is worse for you.
Are you sugar-free?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I
I
never.
control. I'm type 2. I can control the diet
Yeah.
and like what I eat. So like I switch
6 grams of sugar.
drinks from sugar to not sugar.
Yeah. I usually get.
drink all the sugar ones.
I'll drink the skinny cans. I'll drink like maybe 1 every other week, if that. Like that's usually my thing. But I always had these when I got tattooed, so. My
I
thing.
hope you're recording some of this nonsense.
I just started. This is the stuff that needs to be recorded. Is the nonsense.
Sorry, it's gonna go on Dark Channel. Right, John?
Only tats. They're gonna start their
Only tats.
tattoo shop
Right here,
only fans.
right.
Only tats. Tattoo shop Anthony. It's like the barber shop, but it hurts.
I know, right?
That's a good one, dude. You got a shirt.
Mine's zero sugar.
Is it? The Celsius?
What's the goddamn replace for it though? Replace for the sugar.
Yeah, probably nothing good.
I love the new generation.
Yeah, I don't recognize a lot of these.
Sucralose, right?
But yeah,
Yeah, sucralose or aspartame.
I don't think it's got aspartame in it.
Probably not.
That's what that is, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Sucralose is like oh, sucralose?
They'll come up with like 6 different names for the same thing, just to confuse you.
Yeah. Super dose. Yeah, I have one of these every day, so it's probably not good, but
You're fine, dude. You're young.
I used to drink 2 or 3 monsters a day.
piss it up.
Back in like 2008, 2009. Not anymore.
Somebody I work with drinks too every day when I'm working with them.
My buddy used to work with Pepsi, and they used to deliver Red Bull, and he was handling like a case of Red Bull a day. He started getting nosebleeds.
Holy shit.
Yeah, yeah. He was addicted, straight up addicted to Red Bull. He just sip on Red Bull all day long.
You know why they say it gives you wings?
Yeah.
It kills you.
You know somebody sued them because it didn't give them wings?
Really?
Yeah, I just saw that.
Did it work? Did they actually win?
Yeah, they won like
What?
I think it was like 500K. Like,
Jumped out of a window with a Red Bull and it didn't work.
Why did I think about doing that? I should have been an idiot to do that shit.
Yeah.
I think Red Bull does not really give a flying fuck if their stuntmen people live or die.
No.
Like, you ever see some of this
No.
shit these guys are doing these days?
Dude, they build
Yeah.
the stupidest shit. Like, it's like, you're gonna do what?
Like jumping the fucking moon on a fucking mini bike or some shit, and fucking rocket attached to it.
Jump over the rocket and then
I'm on the phone, but it's okay.
So how much are those stuntmen really getting paid? I mean, think about that
No,
one.
I
How about the fucking,
Oh, now
how
it's
about
nothing.
when they break fucking 36 bones and you're laid up for 9 months now? It's the views that's paying them. How many views does it get? Yeah, that's probably how it's
Pay on food.
If you get on the food. Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm getting tested yet.
How many times does it get
Just
views?
drink
How
Monster
many times does it get
Tattoos.
It used to be my thing. Like I haven't gotten tatted in a while, so actually Tyler tattooed it.
Oh wow.
But that used to be my like, you know,
That's a special occasion.
something like that.
Oh, yeah?
It used to be my comfort when I was stressed. I've had a
100,000 miles you're supposed to bring your vehicle.
I don't know why I started drinking them again.
I just I haven't gotten tatted in a bit, and that was always my go-to while I'm getting tatted.
No, I get it.
That was it.
I'm just thinking, well, I don't remember when I started. You know what it was? My brother came to visit. And he fucking, that's all he drinks. He's like, fucking disgusting. Just all he drinks is Monster. And he left like a 12-pack or a 6-pack in my fridge. And that was like a year ago. And I've been drinking one every day ever since.
Well, how many Jaeger bombs did you used to have? So we used to drink Red Bull all the time.
Right.
Your generation don't know about that shit.
I was more of an Irish car bomb guy.
I've heard about them. What is it? It's like,
It's Red Bull, and then you drop a shot of Jaeger in it.
oh my god, yeah.
That was the whole, every time you're out, it was all Jaeger bomb.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Cinnabons are better.
Oh yeah, I agree. But back in
They
the
had
day,
the, you know, the Four Locos?
Yes.
Those used to have like a ton of caffeine in them.
when they first came out, so I used to deliver beer for the Cello, which is an orange, that was Budweiser. They used to deliver Four Locos when they first came out, and then they banned them. And we had cases of them at the warehouse, and nobody could get them, and I was taking them home.
No way.
Oh yeah. I was taking them home and selling them to friends.
Yeah. Because those are some, oh my god.
The original ones, man, I think I drank almost 2 of them one time. One night, dude, blackout shit.
Yeah, it's very strong.
What are they?
Four Locos?
Just beer?
No, it's a malt liquor, but it was like flavored though. It was
Yeah, it's
full of caffeine. It was like a caffeine energy drink, alcoholic beverage.
Yeah. And then they
Fucking
had to take
dangerous.
They had to take out the caffeine because they were giving people like heart attacks.
Yeah.
But they're still buying. They just don't have caffeine in them anymore. They're just I mean, I don't really like them, but I've had them before. Like
Just
one
fucking shotgun one and see
of
how you
them
do.
will get you like pretty buzzed. So. You do like 12%, and it's all wood.
we used to drink Crazy Horse when we were kids, though.
Yeah, I was in Bridgeport, so it was Steel Reserve and
Yep. How about Heffenreffer?
that's a bit.
That shit. You took the puzzle on the cap.
Yeah. Steel Reserve.
Down south, it was Mickey's Big Mouth. Those were
How about-
disgusting.
How about the St. Anne's Special Brewers?
You never had those.
No?
Fucking, what was it?
Mad Dog 2020.
Remember that?
What was it? Spoon Farm. Pretty, shit, it was fucking, shit, it was like hanging over in a bottle.
We used to all steal like a little bit from everybody's parents and just pour it into one fucking big
And then
soda
just
bottle,
everybody-
shake that shit up. Called it Beetlejuice. You'd be fucked up running down the street naked the next morning.
We used to make frog juice. It was kind of like the same thing. It was just a bunch of fruit with every kind of alcohol you could think of.
Oh, this is disgusting,
And then
yeah. Your Italian buddy's parents got Galliano or some fucking shit that's been on the shelf for 20 years.
Hookah.
Yeah, you're mixing all kinds of crazy
Yeah,
shit
hookah
together.
with vodka. Something else got bourbon.
anything you
Scotch.
can get your hands on.
We called it Beetlejuice.
Yeah. We always had moonshine, so it was always nice. Well, I'm from Seattle, so yeah, we always had moonshine.
You didn't even know what Lord Calvert was. You just poured it.
Oh my God, Lord Calvert.
You just poured it in the fucking
Ooh, you
glass.
just gave me a
And then you had
flashback.
water to it. You had water back to the bottle and made it look like it wasn't missing.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't there like 4 guys on the bottle on the side? It was like royalty.
You used to think, wow, this is the shit. Here, this has got to be good. And it was awful.
Yeah, bro. We used to drink that wood straight out of a bottle. Somebody was fighting by the end of the night.
My family was
I
Scottish.
never could handle wild turkey. It was so nasty.
My family was Scottish and Irish, so there was a lot of Scotch around. I'm like, oh, I'll just try this.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that ain't for sipping, bro.
Oh, that ain't for chugging.
Yeah.
That's fucking belt.
That's like a little,
Belt.
you know, tasty.
Brutal.
And Scotch and Irish.
Tell you what, nothing is worse than fucking Fireball. That shit is disgusting. I turned into that dude on the label, bro.
Listen, they only made flavored whiskey
Fireball?
so women would
Oh
drink.
my god, I was an asshole on Fireball.
Me too.
It
What'd you
turned
say
me
again?
into a
I
complete.
said they only made flavored whiskey so women would start drinking it.
Yeah, right.
It did. I was a
I said that to my friends, my guy friends at the common.
But then it came out that it wasn't even whiskey. They were selling malt liquor.
Yeah, but well, no, they have 2 of them. They have a malt liquor one and they have the original.
Yeah, but they
But
don't
it's got
really.
antifreeze in it. It does. It has glycol in
They
it.
don't even tell you.
Huh? Glycol is an antifreeze. For your
Yeah.
cough.
Tell you poison will kill somebody.
Yeah.
So did fucking the Fireball.
Well,
That's what we're talking about, yeah.
It just tastes like nasty whatever you can steal.
I mean, listen, I drink bourbon now. Back in the day, I would have been, what the hell is that?
Yeah, bourbon. I don't like bourbon at all.
That'll put it in.
Yeah, when you get a little older, you start appreciating
Yeah, I know.
bourbon with a nice steak,
Well, it's funny
Yeah.
after that happened.
nice cigar with it.
Some acquired taste.
My palate didn't like it until I got older.
You drink some gasoline, it's like the same effect.
Pretty much. I was always a heavy whiskey guy.
Me too, bro.
Remember, I wasn't drinking.
JMO all day.
I remember drinking a ton of JMO, or no, a ton of Jaeger, and then from Jaeger I went to JMO. So,
Those car bombs were bad. Every time I went into the dump, I turned all these Puerto Rican kids onto it. So when I'd go there and it was like midday, it was all like the business owners would be in there. Like this guy owns a fence company, this guy owns an auto body shop. All those guys would say, "Hey, get around for the guys." And so I'd always be included in the round.
yeah.
And I'd be like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I just stopped in to get wings, you know. And I'm like, I gotta get out of here. So I'd go to leave. And at the other end, there's all the Puerto Rican kids who were like, "Yo, man, what do you call that shit here? Fucking Irish explosion or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, a car bomb? Yeah, all right, yeah." And then you end up doing 6 of those. My wife was like, "How did you get so drunk in an hour?" Good God, that place closed. I used to try and drive by it, and my fucking car would just steer right in there on its own.
Automatic
The
steering.
alignment was off, man. It just pulled you
Seriously?
right into the parking lot.
It was automatic driving before they
I
even
could not avoid that place. Saved my life.
Waiting a long time for this shit. Long time no see.
I don't know.
Take this.
I know she has to dig it drain again.
Here, split it. Half an out of van. I'm driving straight out of van. In a black sedan, fast as I can. Pakistan,
That's actually
chase
also
by
cool.
Pakistans. You know how I roll, bitch. I'm an avalanche. It's my sin, I'm gonna spit it how I wanna spit it. Whether kids offended, suffer, dick and fuck a critic. About to get retarded on this motherfucker shit. Say retarded. Shut up, midget. Shut up. Been trying to break the habit of saying any R words. But I'm still an addict, so it's getting harder. Been calling bitches hoes since the kindergarten. Since Jimmy Carter. Now I'm kitty corner. Sitting in PC court with a shitty lawyer. Like, damn.
You got an addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Goddamn, I miss you, son. You got an addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause
She said she's almost here. She said she's almost here.
was just a kid from Detroit who knew how to destroy the roof and had a point to prove in a missile. Then I was still a poison you
So let me ask you questions
I'm
about
just a
that.
toy with you, which
Sure.
is a joy to do. Slim is just a lyricist, hit voice is true cinnamon.
So what's the tattoo you got
Just
going on?
throwing a huge clitoris. Yeah, probably annoyed if
Oh,
you
it's
I reminisce on them blowing a fuse.
combination. A lot of this stuff was done about a decade ago. We had a big gap in the middle and on the sides, so we're trying to like,
Blend it all in.
yeah, like bring it all together and make it a more modern, fresh new look for him.
What part of it are you working on now?
We're doing the rays on the hair.
That's just gonna be like a needle.
Yeah, she's got her hands open. There's gonna be angel coming out of each hand. I think we started this in
We started this about 10 years ago. I want to say it was either 2012 or 2015. We started. I had one angel out of the other angel. I think we had one of the angels out there for a while and it wasn't fitting in.
yeah.
Then when it finished that angel, now we're covering up. My first tattoo I got that's in the middle with the face, well the hair. Tying it all together, finishing it up.
a lot of work here, but it's a lot of black work, so it goes quicker. It's not all little details, and it's all pretty much shading, big broad shading.
And the shading's easier with that. Thing you got there, right? It's not like foil.
Yeah. I mean, coils did the job. They were just heavy and awkward and loud. They worked well. I just think I got better, you know? I haven't used coils in probably 10 years. Was that, did I do your leg with a rotary? Or was that
Yeah, you did my own. I think you did the first part of my back with it, too. The guy that's
Yep.
Yeah, so when you started working on back,
it's probably between 12 and 14. No, 2012, 2014. Yeah, so we're 10 to 12 years.
Swear to God, I see one of them little fuckers come at me. I'll pick it up by his legs and drop it and kick it. Marshall, your wicked face that you are addicted, but they gon' do me the same as the baby with all of this shit. Chappelle and calling the college JD misogynistic while raising 3 daughters who graduated from college with honors. Summa cum laude, my sense of humor is probably twisted. It's painfully obvious.
Addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Goddamn, I miss you, son. Hey, you got an addiction, man. I know you can't get rid of me forever, cause you know that I'm prescription, man. Next time I'll be in your best.
I'm just playing little people.
what was the most painful spot?
Can we
in
get a
your
motherfucking
body?
moment of silence
Oh,
for this small chronic break?
Sternum, top of abs. That was the worst. The only time I ever told somebody to like give me a breather after they did a line.
Very tight.
Is that fine or?
That's not bad.
What about your teeth? That'll do it.
Yeah.
Not the fly in the head like that. I've never
Yeah,
seen
I
that.
start at the bottom,
That's little Jim.
and then by the time you get
He'll
up
be here. Every time somebody mentions that, he walks in. "Whoa."
Yeah, wherever I'm working,
You got trouble, yeah.
Yeah. He's doing good now.
But then when you
Is that the
outline,
most painful spot you get tied to do?
what's up, bro?
I would imagine. I was joking, but yeah, I think that would hurt really good.
It's gotta, right?
I don't even want to find out.
Yeah.
He's down.
I'll do it, bro.
So maybe
Lift them balls up. No, it's got to be anywhere that feels good to be touched hurts to be tattooed. So like you know you're ticklish on your side, that hurts to be tattooed.
Dude, I'll be honest, my ribs were not. I thought it was going to be so much.
Yeah, but you're like a fucking iron. You're like made out of metal, dude. Not everybody's fucking chiseled out of stone like you.
Mine ain't good. I wasn't used to it. But I do have a high pain threshold, so it is what it is. It's one of those things where it sucks, but you know it's gonna suck, so.
I think the outlining is more draining than the shading, if you ask me.
The shading gets annoying because it's just constantly going over like the same spot.
You know what sucks is when you work on your back, you can't see what's going on. So
I mean,
if you were watching it come together, you'd be like more apt to be like, yeah, fucking having a good time. But when you're not looking and it's just hurting all over the place.
I could show him the camera right now.
no, I'm good, dude. I'm good. Like, it's one of those things. It just is what it is.
Yeah.
And, it's
How are you gonna see it? Like you're looking in the mirror, you can see it. Like,
yeah. I know it's fine. I've got some that when my friends were learning this tattoo, it was just a constant like, and this is back.
No, I'm just seeing like
15, 20 years
blue
ago.
lines, so I just want to move lines around.
Brutal. Like every time they go to wipe a paper towel, it's like sand. Now they got all kinds of gels like they spray with stuff that numbs you a little bit, shit like that. Like, some people, just when they're learning, they're constantly wiping. Brutal. Like cross on my Achilles on my right foot. My buddy did that, and like, Achilles sucks as it is. constant wiping.
Why the wiping hurt so much?
Because it's all raw, and they're just constantly trying to see what they're trying to wipe the ink away to see what they put down.
Oh yeah.
See how well it took and stuff, and they're just like constantly.
Wait, so what do you got, like gel on there? Like why is it not?
Well, not now. Like it's different.
I spray Bactine on. Bactine's like lidocaine spray.
Oh, okay.
But it's still not. He's not wiping as much as somebody that's new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really need to look. I'm just.
Yeah. I'm saying like when people first started, it was like
Yeah, you
trying
would
to figure
do
out what they're doing. Like
two little, do like an inch and then wipe it all clean and then do a little more.
now imagine that on your machine. It's like for like an hour and a half. you
Yeah,
know?
nah, I'm good.
So the shading part doesn't really hurt at all.
It's not as bad.
More of like a fine line stuff or whatever.
Well, think about it like this: when you're outlining, everything, all the needles are concentrated in a small, thin area, and you're constantly moving to a new area. You're never going back over the line. It's just you're just making lines, so it hurts. It's like the first 5 minutes of the tattoo over and over and over. When you're shading, you tend to work in an area for a while, and you kind of get numb to it. In my opinion.
It's definitely coming together though, man.
Oh, you can see, huh?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
It's pretty
Cool
neat.
watching everything like come together.
Yeah. That's the tough part about tattooing is we see it done. Now we just gotta
Yeah.
make it so everyone else can see it.
Like, where do you decide? Like, how do you decide? Like, where do you start working on? Like,
Everyone's different. I tend to work with something like this. I work dark to light. So put in all your shadows. And then as it
start at, like the center of the image, or like,
depends if you're right-handed, left-handed, because you don't want to. If I started over here, I would have wiped her face off eventually.
so you
So,
start on the
Some
right side.
some people, yeah, I start on the right on the bottom, but some people have a different style where like they'll like make her ear look photorealistic before they do anything else. They'll just go in there and work on one little area, then move to another little area. I work more like a painting where you like, kind of like get all your darks in, you go back and refine it. Everybody's different in how they approach it. Don't you have a tattoo?
Yeah, I got two. Like near my collarbone.
Okay.
And they actually kind of, they hurt. I mean, they weren't like designs, but they're just, they were like fine lines, right? Is that what
Yeah.
they call them?
Yeah.
They did hurt though. But I didn't get like a design there, but I'm just shading or anything.
What is it, Roman numerals, you said?
Yeah. I want to get like a design near my shoulder area.
You're in the right place.
I know. I just haven't gotten around to it. I have like my location on my Snapchat, like for a couple of my friends, and they saw me here. So they're like, "You're like getting a tattoo?" I'm like, "No."
Working.
I'll explain to them that like I'm an intern here.
That's cool though.
Yeah. Oh, no.
It's probably better than like some of the other places you could have done it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
We're pretty laid back.
Yeah, it's so laid back. But it's also fun, like this kind of stuff like at my house. So.
Right. It's better than being at like an auto body shop or something.
Yeah.
Time lapse and everything.
Maybe eventually I'll be enough to an internship in the office. I don't even know. Really, like, I'd rather be here and like an office stuff.
Yeah. Who knows where they end up? How old are you? 20?
22.
Life's a journey, brother. When I was your age, if you told me I'd be doing this, I'd would have laughed.
You really didn't even.
No, I was an artist. I just didn't like tattoos at all.
You were just like just an artist, just like generally drawing and stuff.
Tattoo artists sucked when I was your age.
That's
Tattoo
what
art.
drive by me and be like,
Look at that loser, bro. What'd that guy do to his ears? Did he big holes in his ears? Little did I know.
Bro, Janko drawn.
Yeah. No, like tattoos sucked in the 80s, bro. You went to go get a tattoo.
Like people look down on you, kind of.
It was just, they didn't come out good. Bikers did them. People did them to just make a buck. No, there was no artist. You couldn't get like somebody's face.
The culture has changed.
Now there's a lot of like really good, talented artists involved in it. Before, it was like some burly dude with a beard, like, sit down, kid, you know, and he comes out all crooked and shit. Yeah, Sean was tattooing back then. But Sean was still, he was considered great compared to what you could get around here. Oh my God, this shit was terrible. My brother used to have me draw stuff for him. Then he'd go get it tattooed. I'm like, dude, that thing looks fucking awful. And he's like, you should do tattoos. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do.
You're like freehanding the stencil on them. So just go to the shop.
So
Right.
when did tattoos like? When did that turn around? When did it become better?
Ask Sean. He's really the grandpappy of tattooing around here. When did it get good, Sean? Like 2000s?
right around the time I started. You know?
Yeah.
No, I would think it was the 90s. In the 90s, it really kind of exploded into an art form. You know what I mean? You had people like you were talking about. It wasn't like people drawing and fine artists, and then I think more and more people that were involved in it just wanted to see it become something else than picking a flat piece off the wall and being stuck with that. You know what I mean? It became more of an art form than a trade.
Well, I feel like in like the mid to late 90s, that's what everybody wanted to find.
Yeah.
I think it's after the tribal stuff kind of faded out.
Yeah,
when
right.
when it became more artwork. So I think that was like maybe like into the early 2000s. Because everybody, dude, you can have days, man. The kids that used to be at the bars and stuff, full sleeves of tribal, like.
Yeah. Like what
That's what they
tribe?
would do. Everybody had tribal, and it's like,
Tribe you from?
well, you get the Godsmack son.
Yes.
It was brutal. And then all of a sudden, people started getting like real artwork and thinking about the whole sleeve instead of just.
Yeah, that kind of started like mid 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe I was just a little young. Because I
You
mean,
were really young. You were trying to say.
nothing. I'm just
I'm
saying,
a
like,
old.
oh,
And
I'm
it
just saying.
started at
No,
Dark
but-
Side too.
Huh?
The Dark Side started that shit too.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that happened in you know, in here and in a lot of other places.
Europe
you had,
too, yeah.
You had people that were artistically creative enough to do a sleeve,
Yeah.
not just stick a whole bunch of fucking, different flash pieces on someone calling it a sleeve.
Yep.
That's what it used to be. You'd get like 12 or 14 different like pieces.
I know, I got a whole arm of them.
Stars in between them and shit. Now you have to
I got one of those.
Like this one, it's my collector one. I did it on purpose, but yeah.
But now it's, then it became something else.
Yep.
Designers, they can actually design a sleeve and make it look good and flow and fit on the body right, 'Cause if it doesn't flow right, it looks kind of like fights it, you know what I mean? Like,
But I think like in Connecticut, man, Spiderweb started that shit even in the 80s because you would go into the Spiderweb shop, there was no flash on the wall, and you would give him an idea, he would sketch it up, and as creepy and weird as the dude is, he was a pretty well-educated artist.
Yeah.
And he was pulling all this stuff off, and I remember talking to like other tattoo artists, and they're like, "Spider, still got any flash on the walls in his shop?" And he'd be like, "No, man, he draws everything." And they were like I was speaking fucking Chinese. I mean, he draws everything.
that's
These
respectable
guys
as
are
fuck.
just using fucking like catalog images and put
Right.
them on the wall and put them on YouTube.
Somebody had a Jesus face. You knew somebody, like 10 people had the
Had the
same
same
one.
one, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Half
Like
the
I
time
said,
they were facing the
Or
wrong
that
way
fucking old wizard
How
with
many
his
dudes-
hand up
Oh,
and
yeah.
castle behind him.
with
How
a
many
fist
dudes-
full of pencils.
How many dudes we know with a Godsmack song?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's like it.
Is that on their arm, on their belly button?
Blue. I
Oh,
keep
on
trying
their
to line it
shoulder?
up, and it's like,
So there wasn't much originality.
No.
No.
Well, basically, when you walk in the shop,
oh, you know what it is?
Sean's talking about, is there would be pictures on the wall.
Okay,
And they're all numbered. So you'd say, I'll take number 12, medium. Where you put it? My arm. Okay. There you go,
I
kid.
don't know what it was.
I keep looking at it, I'm like, that's why I was like,
inspiration now because I looked on when I was getting mine. I looked on
I'm usually really good about it.
Yeah,
and then
a lot of
you
people
like
use that.
somebody, but I'm not.
What's cool now is, even it's evolving in that aspect, is
But no,
before,
sometimes
like,
it does happen.
if you Google the wolf,
The person, whenever they were doing
everybody and their mother tattooed that same wolf. It's the
Yeah.
one that's sharp, clean, showing its teeth. Now they have all this AI, and you can find all kinds of cool images that, like, nobody else. There's a lot more variety of stuff to pick from now.
What do you think tattooing will evolve in the next like 20 years?
I don't know, man. That's a great question.
Because I'm sure like with technology and AI, like
a lot of that.
they can get a lot more sophisticated and just maybe new technology with like you know what's that you're using right now?
It's called a rotary tattoo machine. It's a pen,
They do it on purpose.
but I don't think we're too far away from just sticking your arm in the machine and pulling it out and it's tattooed. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. World's crazy.
People
though.
have tattooed themselves with 3D printers, sticking a tattoo machine in the arms like thing and tattooing them.
No shit.
That's fucking crazy.
That's wild.
Who knows where it'll go?
Well, it works, I mean, but you don't have that human aspect of
The
it.
experience.
Like,
The experience.
it's just art is not something that's gonna ever really be better when it's computer generated.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean at least right now with AI's not that good at creating.
Oh,
Like it's very-
everybody's got an extra finger or a third.
Yeah. I saved Sean one day. Oh,
He's got 3 thumbs.
bro, that angel got 6 toes.
I mean, to me.
Yeah, this shark had like 4 tails on it.
Yep.
And the octopus had like 15 legs. And he had it going to him all out.
with AI. Yeah, AI.
Yeah, they always do some kind of weird shit.
I think, but I think like what AI is good at right now is like it gives you ideas, and it does a lot of like the dirty work for you, like. So, but you really have to like take it and then make it your own.
Make it good, yeah.
You really just can't use AI like that right now. But
There's just a lot
I mean,
of
I'm sure a
mythical
lot of people do,
creatures.
but you're gonna see a lot of mistakes too.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I've seen a lot of like foreign creatures, like say it's a devil.
No regrets.
There's like an extra horn or
No
2,
regrets?
or
Not even one? Not even one letter?
a lot of people will just end up
Need to know
doing
that.
it, you know what I mean?
When I first started, we had a library in the back of the shop. And you needed a cardinal. You went and found a book on birds. And,
Look through it.
yeah. The internet was just, starting out.
yeah.
And if you did go on the internet, it was the same fucking red bird that every other guy in town used. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of things change.
I remember going to the fucking library to get reference material when someone wanted like a lion or something.
Right. You'd be like, dude, don't throw out those National Geographics, bro. Some good
Oh,
shit
yeah.
in there.
Books are really the only thing that I kind of use as reference for that.
Who knows where it'll go, man? I don't know. That's a great question.
I guess the only thing you can hope for is that it doesn't take over like your job, but
Yeah, well, who knows where it'll.
I doubt it will. Like,
Who knows?
because like you said, art, like, an art form will never really die.
Right. I mean, the computer can make it exactly like the picture, but it can't give you any its impression of the piece. I mean, their own spin on it or what have you.
Yeah, but I haven't gotten Joey for a few cents.
I don't know, man. I wonder if they're gonna start like knocking everybody else with tattoos. Like you were saying earlier.
Yeah, all the big athletes, and that, they fly out that way, they put them under, and usually they have like 5 artists working on it, tattoo little butts, because they don't want to sit through the tattoo session and do a little piece at a time. So it's the whole like convenience of having it all done at once, but you lose the human experience of like hanging out with, like Dave's one of my friends, like he's been my friend for a long time, like we actually, you know,
Catch
get out of
up,
conversation,
bullshit.
like, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna lose that human aspect of it.
I wouldn't want to be put under anything that
I think it's
But then what I think is like, if you literally get your whole entire body tattooed, while it's actually healing for the next next week or so, like, that's gotta suck too.
right.
Because everything's all, you know.
It's like
trying not to
like you
keep
fell off a
scabbing up, like,
motorcycle.
Yeah, dude, like, that would suck.
yeah.
You just gonna take a bath in some doo or what? Keep everything moved up?
Yeah, I don't know. That would be. I like the idea of getting like pieces done as like,
See it all come together.
yeah, stuff together and try to have so much. Try to have inspiration for so many tattoos at one time that you're not really like,
True. But they're just like music. You know, like you hear a song, you remember. Oh man, I was in 3rd grade when this came out. Or whatever it is, you have a memory attached to it. The same thing with tattoos. You remember like where you were in your life when you got that.
What you were going through.
That's so true.
I won't remember people. They'll be like, yo, remember your tattoo? I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And then I see the tattoo and I'm like, oh my god, how's your wife? How's your, you know, you remember the conversation.
Yeah, it was like music being done.
Yep.
Well, like, I'm sure you probably forgot about that heart rocket on my leg.
I
You
did.
saw it today and
I
you were
did.
like, oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like,
The thing held up nice.
yeah.
That's the oldest one I did, I think.
Yeah.
Almost that.
I don't know.
It's
Oh, it's a heart rocket on the
back of his
cap.
it's very nice though. I was looking at Sam.
Oh, yeah.
She got it.
No, really?
Yeah.
I remember she was real effed up.
Yeah. Got it. 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
I remember she got pissed because we were at the pavilion and she took a picture of me and she had cigarettes in her hand and she thought you were gonna see the cigarettes and fucking yell at her.
Really?